Yay. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Rebecca.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Marilee. Oh, my God. It's good to see you. Oh, I see you're on mute if you want to unmute.
Good to see you too. Hey, Jeff. Hi.
Hey, Marilee, how are you?
Very good. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
2 times in 1 week. Yay.
Yeah.
I love it. Hi, Cece. How are you?
Hi, Cece.
Good. How are you?
Good. Are you excited for your adaptive arts class next week?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then I know Eric is also here. Hi, Eric. He's a new intern that I'm actually going to announce today. You guys have the first news. Yeah, hi, Eric. Do you want to unmute yourself or turn your camera on so we can see you?
Oh, sure.
Yay. Awesome. Everyone meet Eric. He's going to be a freshman at Torrey Pines High School this upcoming year. So he's one of our youngest volunteers in a while. So we're really happy to have him. And then Sue Passman. It's so great to see you, Sue. Or I know you have Sue is a part of the Mad Caps. She's a Mad Caps mom, and I'm so glad you can join today.
Thank you. Hi. I'm going to put my camera on in a minute. I'm just driving home from work right now. I was like, I'll go home and put the camera on. But nice to see you guys.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is our group. I love it. We have a couple of Zoom rules to refresh everybody's memory. So welcome. This is our core team meeting. We do these once a month for all of our volunteers. To let them know about all of our upcoming events that we have over the next month. We do have a lot of events to get involved in, which I'll go over. So today is July 29th, and we'll go over the next month. A couple Zoom rules. We recommend speaker view for presentation. Video sharing is optional. And please type all questions and comments into the chat. I will be monitoring the chat. So if you have a question, you can also unmute yourself or raise your hand. I know that's like a feature on Zoom. Feel free to do that, and I'll answer your questions as best I can. And then we also, a quick update from Autism Tree since March of last year. We've now reached over 623,000 people through all of our social media channels. So I gotta give a shout out to all of my amazing interns who are helping maintain our social media channels, our Facebook, our Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and now Twitch is a new one. Shout out to Brett Horner, who is our intern doing Twitch live streams every other week. And of course, our YouTube channel for our amazing, thank you to all of our volunteers who have submitted a YouTube video to us. For our families. We now have 415 videos on our YouTube channel and growing and counting every week. We've posted 358 videos since last March, which just blows my mind. I think we can get to 400 by the end of this year, definitely. So if you'd like to submit a video, please do. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Our Reading with Autism Tree series is where our volunteers read children's books to kids. We are still accepting those. If you'd like to make one, we've posted 109 of those videos on our social media channels. We've also provided 287 virtual events since March of last year. It's March 28th, I remember. So it's incredible. All of our program managers, our volunteer directors really stepped up and just pivoted online. And so we're still doing virtual events, and we have 21 events coming up between now and the end of August. In addition to virtual events, I will go over in-person events. We will have a few of those coming up that I'm excited to talk to you about that are really fun. We now offer 19 of our 20 programs online, 18 virtual, and 2 we have in person, our Bridge to the Beach camp, Bridge to the Beach program, which includes our week-long camp, which we just finished in mid-July. And then our adaptive dance classes are happening every Saturday, and they are hybrid. So if you are looking for in-person, those are the 2 main ones. And then we have a couple other in-person events that we're talking about too. But first, I'd like to introduce Evan Gerardo. He is a longtime intern at Autism Tree. He's going to be leading our inspiration today. I miss having our inspirations at our office. We used to have an office in Point Loma, and now we're doing it online. But I'm so happy. I miss seeing all of you in person, but I'm so happy that Evan is coming and speaking with us today and talking a little bit about his experience. He's been an intern, or he started as a volunteer in July of 2019. And I can't believe it. We've gone through so much together, and he's been there at every single like core team meeting, and just an amazing volunteer and an intern who's helped me so much during this time. So Evan, I'm gonna go ahead and hand it off to you, and you can get started.
All right, thank you. So, my name is Evan Gerardo. A little bit about me. I graduated from St. Augustine last year, or last summer, and I'm attending Point Loma Nazarene this fall. Like Rebecca said, I've been a volunteer since the summer of 2019. And today I wanted to talk about my best memory, which of course was the event I hosted, providing free bowling to 20 of our kids. So I bowled in a league at Kearney Mesa, and wanted to have my own event I could host, and thought, what better event to do than bowling since I'm so into it. So right before the event, I was bowling regularly in the league, and I remember like stressing a lot about how things would go and not knowing if people would show up or not. But we actually only had two of the 20 signups not show up. So I was really happy that it all went well and run very smoothly. And I remember every time I looked at the kids, they were like talking with each other, having fun, helping each other out, and it was super special to see them all giving their best effort. It was also some of their first times bowling, since it's like very loud, and that kind of prevented them from going. Um, but I think having that safe space of like ATPF running the event gave them the confidence to decide to go. I remember some had like headphones on or earplugs, but even the fact they tried, I think, is awesome. So yeah. And then another one of my favorite events to volunteer for were going to the USD football games, and the players like being mentors to our kids. It was always special seeing the way our kids interacting with them after seeing them play on the field. And you can go to the next slide. So I just want to leave off my part with a message for everyone that might give you a bit of inspiration. So COVID's not been like a fun time for most of us, and although it may have helped us attract more people to our foundation with our social medias, I think I speak for most of us here when saying being in person during these events was a special type of feeling that you don't really get when you're online, both for us and for the kids. And so I just want to say, if we just hang in there and keep working towards it, eventually the day will come where we can finally do in-person events consistently and see and work with the kids again and see the first person difference we're making for them. And it will all be worth it, the Zoom calls, the staying at home for long periods of time, not being able to see people face to face. I think it will be like 10 times more special after over a year of not having in person events. And it's pretty cliche to say and said a lot, but truly, you never understand how much things mean to you and how much we take things for granted until they're taken away from you. One day, hopefully very soon, we will be reunited with our kids in person and see the impact we have on their lives. Um, the great compliments we get from the parents saying, like, my child was always too scared or never had the opportunity to do this, but you guys gave them the confidence to try new things and they loved it. Little things like that made all the planning, the preparation, the execution all worth it. And so all I can say is if you're new to ATPF or joined during quarantine, just wait until the in-person events and you'll see just how special ATPF really is. Thank you.
I love it, Evan. Thank you so much. It's really special. I do want. Okay, perfect. Okay, so Evan, that's so special. I love what you said. It's so true. I mean, in-person events, we're all craving it right now. I think I can speak for everyone on this call is, we want to connect with each other. And I'm so happy that we've had so many volunteer organizations reach out lately, like Sue and Madcaps, and the National Charity League. I know Marilee is one of our liaisons for that National Charity League Girls Mentor program that we have. We're starting to do those back in-person events again. And that's because not only our kids and families want to do it, but our volunteers do too. And, that personal connection is just, it is a different feeling in person than it is online. And I got to commend everyone for, sticking through it, through the online process with us. Because there are still a lot of families that have gotten value out of the virtual events. We wouldn't be doing them if they weren't, and I, we have been able to reach so many families across, in LA and in different states, which is, people who couldn't normally drive to San Diego. So, but I'm so grateful for you, Evan, for sticking through everything with Autism Tree through these past couple years. You've done so much for us and our team. So I wanted to do a little special thank you. These are a couple of pictures that I pulled to do a special thank you for Evan. As you can see, I just loved going through all of the photo albums that we have. I wish I could, you weren't tagged in any of them in the on Facebook because you don't have a Facebook, but it was like so easy to find. You were in every single core team meeting photo, like photo album, which was amazing. Like Evan was always there for our families and for our internal team and because we're a small team and our volunteer directors and everything. So we have Garrett and Dana and Santana in this top quarter, and Caitlin, which is Santana's friend. We also have Kira, who is at this bottom with John and Lisa and Dana, Kiani. I remember, these core team meetings were so special. Kira actually is a graduate now of Point Loma Nazarene, Evan, and she's now going to San Jose State University to get her master's in speech and language pathology, which is wonderful. So she's an alum of PLNU. And then of course we have our program assistant Alexa and Adam. And this top right photo was one of my favorites. This was actually taken in 2020, early 2020, before COVID hit. And I had all of my amazing interns and volunteers, and Evan, there you are. I missed most of us girls and Glenn as well. And you and Glenn down in this bottom corner too. So these are all just really happy memories that I wanted to share with you all and to show how present Evan has been through these past 2 years. And also I wanted to award Evan, yay, for being the HPF Community Award. He's definitely completed over 100 hours during his internship with Autism Tree. He's just been so devoted. I'm sure it's way over 100 hours, actually probably closer to 200. But he's done so much I love that you said the USD games, which you like doing, and all of that. So thank you, Evan, for everything. And do you have any last minute words or anything that you want to share with everyone?
Well, thank you so much for all of that. It really has been like a great time, everything with ATPF. And I'm definitely looking forward to those like in-person core team meetings again. And yeah, it's been a really fun time, I will say.
I'm definitely going to look into maybe hosting these at like a park or something where we could be maybe outside. I love, being in nature during this time and having a core team meeting that way. But you know that if we were in person, we'd have you at the office and we'd have a big cake to celebrate and a little special award. Thank you. So I'm just going to have to come see you maybe while you're at Point Loma and Nazarene University, and we can do something special together in person again. All right. Does anybody have any questions for Evan or any comments or anything before we move on? Okay. Jeff, yeah, I saw that you typed some stuff in the chat. Go ahead and share with us.
Yes, actually, Evan, you and I actually started volunteering at HPF in 2019. And I also do agree with you that there's something about being in person that is very beneficial. I mean, in the business that I'm in with my advocacy, I go hybrid to, be inclusive to others, but in person, if I have to make a choice, in person would be my personal preference. And I will agree, however, that virtual events are also beneficial, especially for those who can't make in-person events due to financial or medical reasons. So, I mean, that to me has been that's been that's been kind of there's good advantages to both sides. I mean, like I said, I did an in-person event this past Sunday down in Tampa. So, I mean, that was that was beneficial in itself. So.
Yeah. Well, the world has definitely changed in how we operate now, everything online, like signing up for events and just making a reservation, like everything's online now. So I think a lot of people are used to that. And so that's definitely going to stick around. So I think the hybrid approach is really smart, the smart way to go. So we can continue reaching as many people as we can, but also still having those chances to connect in person. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go over our upcoming events over this next week, both virtual and in-person opportunities. This is what you've all been waiting for. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so a couple of volunteer opportunities that are online, that are always open for any volunteer to do. We have our video series, HPF at Home video series, where volunteers share their favorite activities and hobbies with our families. They also can give tips on what they're doing to stay healthy and productive during this time, or maybe now that everything's kind of reopening, maybe what they're doing, what they feel comfortable doing with their family or their friends, to give our families ideas on how we can get back out into this world in a safe way. So a couple ideas of what people have shared. They've played an instrument. You can teach a little dance routine. We've had some volunteers from Boys Team Charity who are awesome, who have done a father-son workout video, which is awesome. We've done, they have baking videos, training your pet. Evan is a huge fan of the Rubik's Cube, which is cool. So you can do anything like that. We're open to. I think just seeing other people's faces on the screen and it just gives us a sense of, like we're a family and we value all of our family members, and whether you're a volunteer or another HPF family or a kid, we want to see their videos online. So if you'd like to submit one, feel free to reach out to me directly. These are really easy. You can just film them on your phone and then text them or email them to me, and we post them as well. Another one that I've also touched on is our Reading with Autism Tree video series. We're still accepting these if volunteers want to read children's books. Like I said, we've posted over 109, but there's a lot more children's books out there. So if you're interested in one of those, these are a few examples of what it kind of looks like when you're reading a children's book. You are very expressive when you're talking to the camera, and then also showing the book and the illustrations, so we can get that full like a reading experience for the kids that's really engaging. Next, we have our adaptive art program classes. These are led by our HPF interns and volunteers. So if you're interested in leading something for our families, this is the program for you. Especially if you love arts and crafts, you can pick any type of arts and crafts you'd like. And then we provide the materials and we'll let our families know what type of art class is going to be happening, and then they show up and do the fun art activity with you and while you lead it. So this is a virtual program that we provide once a month with a different intern leading it. Our last one was with Grace Karmazin, who was amazing and did a nice drawing video with our families. So this is a really fun leadership opportunity for those volunteers who want to step up and really have hands-on, as much as you can, hands-on possible experience with our kids online. And a few program, I think I skipped one actually. Yep. All right, one more. We have landscape photos. So we do lunch and learns every single week, which I'll go over a little bit later, but I am looking for people to send their landscape photos to me. So this was an amazing photo right here, example submitted by Nat. She's one of our new volunteers, and she sent me this picture is from Xcaret, Mexico, and all you need to do is send me where it's from and the date, and I can include those in our weekly lunch and learns every single week. I'm definitely looking for more landscape photos. We use these for our questions of the day, which is really fun, and we include them in our e-blast as well. So they're included in the lunch and learn recordings and the e-blast. So that's a really fun way to get involved as well. A few program highlights and the past month and upcoming events. Last week, we had our Bridge to the Beach week-long camp, which was Monday through Friday. This was our 7th annual partnership with camp in partnership with the San Diego Junior Lifeguards. We had amazing junior lifeguards. There was 40 junior lifeguards out there. We paired every single one of our kids with 2 junior lifeguards. We were able to serve 40 of our kids, 20 and 20. We broke it up into 2 shifts to minimize the amount, but it was so much fun. We had a blast the whole week. It was for 2 hours every day, Monday through Friday. They got to do paddle boarding and kayaking and surfing. We did 3 days at the Mission Bay by the Santa Clara Recreation Center, and then 2 days on Mission Beach by the jetty, which is really fun for our families to experience water the first time, or going to the beach for the first time, or trying any of those water activities like paddleboarding for the first time. It was definitely a really memorable and magical week. That was our first in-person event in a long time, so it was definitely good to get back outside and in the water too. So this is the big event that I need help with that's in person. So if you're looking for an in-person event, please help with this. This is our HPF Bridge to the Beach Family Day, which is happening next Saturday, August 7th, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., so 3 hours. But the volunteers, I need help with volunteers with setting up and tearing down as well. So I need volunteers from 7:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So it's all hands on deck. We are also going to be partnering with the San Diego Junior Lifeguards for this. This falls under our Bridge to the Beach program. So this is our 7th annual Family Day, and we will have 50 HPF kids and their siblings as well come and enjoy the beach. This will be at Mission Beach by the jetty on North Jetty Road. And it's going to be the San Diego Junior Lifeguards are going to be there, and as well as the actual San Diego lifeguards to watch over our whole group. It's a very safe, fun family beach day where they can surf and boogie board and basically have hands-on experience with our kids and families. So if you'd like to volunteer, please reach out to me as soon as possible. I also forgot to mention that our HPF volunteer intern or our signups, we send out a weekly volunteer email to all of you that you should receive. If you haven't received it yet, please reach out to me. All of our volunteer opportunities are listed for the next month in that sign up Google form. So all you have to do is sign up through that Google form and you're good to go. So if you want to sign up for anything, that is the main Google form to sign up through. And I can send that to everyone as well after this. Our HPF Lunch and Learn series, a little bit about that. Our meeting, we do these every single Wednesdays, and I do it with our executive director and co-founder, Dana K. Hoff. We feature a different guest speaker every single Wednesday. Our last one this week was so powerful and inspiring. I know Marilee and Jeff were there this week, and they saw Ann Lyons Johnson. She's one of our longtime parent mentors. She's been with Autism Tree basically since the beginning when it was founded, and she has a 16-year-old son on the spectrum, and she was so open and honest with both the challenges, the hard struggles, and the wins that she experienced with her son. And it was just a beautiful story that I encourage everybody to listen to. So these lunch and learns are great, just learning new perspectives. We have a different guest speaker. We've had past board members, we've had parents, we've had community partners, we've had therapists. We've done 61 of these lunch and learns as of this week. So number 62 will be next week. We actually have Autism Speaks coming on next week. They're going to be speaking about their employment initiative to hire, I think, 1 million individuals on the spectrum by 2025. So that will be exciting to learn about. And then we have Carol Waldman the following week as well. She's an HPF mom. So if you'd like to, I definitely encourage you to tune in to these every Wednesday. They're at 12 p.m. PST, so Pacific time zone. We do have people all over the US and sometimes in different countries who come visit us and talk each week. And it's just so wonderful to learn something new every week. And yeah, so I encourage you to attend. Our next event was our sibling support group. We're bringing it back. I'm so excited. We're relaunching our sibling support group. This is designed for the neurotypical siblings of our children and families living with autism. This is basically provides peer support for them. They do fun games and activities and age appropriate discussions for how, what it's like. Sometimes our siblings kind of get left behind. They get dragged to every single therapy session, with their special needs sibling, and it can be really difficult sometimes. So to be around other siblings who understand what their story is and can talk about their siblings in a safe space, this is the one for them. So this is going to happen Friday, July 30th. If you'd like to volunteer, you can definitely sign up. Let me know, because this is going to be run by one of my current program assistant, Santana, and she's going to be doing these on a monthly basis. We also have our HPF musical play group, which is in partnership with the Music Therapy Center of California. These are so fun. They're focused on younger kiddos, ages 2 to 7. So really focusing on early intervention, those parents who are new to the autism diagnosis. Participants learn valuable interaction, communication, and social skills through singing and music making. It's so much fun. So this is a really fun one. If you like music, then this is a fun one to tune into. And our last group was July 24th, and then our next group will be August 28th at 10:30 a.m. And next, like I mentioned, our adaptive dance class. This is in partnership with Tap Fever Studios. They're located in Pacific Beach on Garnet Avenue. We host these every single Saturday, alternating age groups every Saturday. So ages 5 to 10, then 11 through 16. So this class will be 11 through 16 this weekend. They're always at noon and they're 45 minutes. I usually ask volunteers if they're volunteering in person to arrive 15 minutes before, just to check in with the dance teacher and let them know. We do need volunteers to help take pictures and capture our kids dancing. And you can also volunteer online as well and tune in on Zoom to watch our kids dance and take some dance classes and do moves. It's basically to get them, you know, moving, and that's really important for our kids. They have a lot of energy, so, and also in person, they get to dance with the volunteers if you decide to volunteer for this. We have our kids fitness workshop as well coming up this Saturday, which is really exciting. This is run by Annika Tillou. She's a certified fitness trainer and nutrition specialist and a student at University of San Diego. And this was totally her idea of doing a fitness class for our kids to enjoy exercise and really fun, simple movements. They use like water bottles as little weights and chairs and easy stuff that you have at home in order to do fitness exercises. So this is a really fun one if you want to volunteer too. HPF Adaptive Art Program. I already went over this a little bit. We have run by our volunteers. We actually have Natalia and Cece, who are best friends. And they're going to be leading our next one on August 7th, which is the same day as the beach day, but it's going to be online. So if you can't make it to the beach day, but are able to volunteer online, we would encourage you to sign up for this one. Cece, I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you would like to talk about what activity you're going to be doing, I would love for you to share right now.
Okay, yeah, actually me and Nat were talking today about this, but we decided to do something kind of like summer themed because it's in August, and we are gonna do like finger painting, I guess, and we're gonna make like cute animals like turtles and like jellyfish like in the ocean.
I love that idea. That's perfect. So if you want to do finger painting with Cece and Nat, then sign up for this event Saturday, August 7th. All right. Next, we have our Lego therapy group, which does also happen once a month, run by Santana Getz, our amazing program assistant. She's the Lego therapy program director as well. We've had to pivot. We used to hold these in our office in person, and we would help them through therapy techniques. And now that it's online, it's pretty much like a Lego social party for our kids. So they get to build whatever, they have their own Legos at home. They get to build whatever they like, and then they share with other kids what they built. So this is really just building their social interactions, giving them a chance to make friends each month with other kids like them who love Legos, and kind of show off that as well. So if you'd like to sign up for Lego, this is a really fun one. We have our NCL Girls Beach Day. I'm so excited for our next girls event. This is our girls only event. We've partnered with the National Charity League since 2009, and we have an amazing partnership with the Del Sol chapter, and it's for girls only events. We're going to be serving ages girls only 6 through 12 and 13 through 18 on the same day, Sunday, August 8th. This is the day after the beach day. I do need a few strong volunteers to help me check in people and take pictures, though the NCL girls will be paired with all of our HPF girls for these fun sandcastles, and we're going to do create mandalas as well, which is in this picture. We've got the inspiration from Andres Amador, who's an earthscape artist and creates these designs with rakes in the sand. So we're going to do, and he calls them mandalas. So we're going to do something similar with that with our girls, with the older girls. So if you'd like to help take pictures and check in people, set up, tear down, please help me reach out to me, and you can volunteer for this fun beach day. Next, we have our HPF Madcaps Girls End of Summer Activity Day. This is going to be pretty similar, except we're going to have it at Mission Bay, and we'll have built sandcastles, play games, pair every one of the Madcaps girls with our HPF girls. We're only doing ages 6+. That will be the weekend after, Sunday, August 15th at 10 a.m. For a couple hours. It's going to be really fun. So same thing that I'll need help with, tearing up or setting up, breaking down, and checking in families and the girls. So this is a girls only event, so I'd love some girl volunteers. Next, we have our Girls in STEM workshop, which is online. So our next workshop will be August 14th. This STEM workshop was started by Nithya Krishnamurthy, who was a Canyon or Cathedral Catholic or Canyon Crest. I keep confusing the two, but one of those, she was a high school student originally, and she created this as a way to expose our girls to the STEM field. So they used to do robotics and different STEM activities, making marshmallow catapults and fun stuff like this. We've been able to pivot this online, which has been awesome. So we do continue these once a month, and it's run by the Girls Who Code Club at Canyon Crest Academy. They are awesome with our girls. So this is also another girls only event to volunteer for. Oh, I skipped it. Our HPF coding program is next. Coding is really fun. So this is for both boys and girls. And we use the curriculum at code.org to help our kids learn how to code online. So this is usually for older kids, teens ages 12+. And so if you're interested in computer science and learning how to create things through code, this is a really fun workshop. It's run by Ann Lynn and her sister Hannah Zhang. Ann Lynn is an intern at Princeton, one of our interns from Princeton, and Hannah also just got accepted into MIT. So they're really smart, intelligent girls who run this, and they're going to continue this and sustain this program as well during this time online. And a few upcoming in the next couple months, I just wanted to kind of let you guys know a few important events that we have coming up that will be in person and virtually, but these are really big deals and really big deal at Autism Tree right now. Our HPF Rocks Golf Tournament we just announced. This will be October 2nd. Which is a Saturday. I do need volunteers for this as well. So one of our board members, actually quite a few of our board members are coming together to run this golf tournament. So we just announced it. It will be a fundraiser for Autism Tree to help sustain us through the new year. So they're going to be doing, a day of golf, and then they have a beautiful outdoor patio at the Loma Club, which is where it will be. It's a 9-hole golf course. And we're going to have a live band and food and drinks, silent auction, opportunity drawings, and it's going to be so much fun. So I definitely need volunteers to help set up and tear down, to assemble gift bags, help with registration, take pictures, sell raffle tickets, manage the silent auction, and so much more. So it's all hands on deck if you want to do an in-person event. That's Saturday, October 2nd, coming up. So there's a little bit of time between now and then. So plenty of time to sign up. You can let me know. And then also, just an FYI, our HPF Global Neuroscience Conference, we announced a couple weeks ago. This will be Friday, November 12th it will be online. It will be streamed by the UC TV platform, which is incredible. They have over 1 million users just through that platform. We will be doing this virtually on Zoom. This is a global conference. Which is the first ever global conference that we're doing online. And this is our 6th conference that we've ever done, neuroscience conference. So this connects our HPF families with the neuroscience community and goes over the cutting edge research in the neuroscience and autism pediatrics field. So we're going to have a discussion of the latest research, have speakers from all over discuss the latest research, and then also a panel on autism at work and neurodiversity. And our keynote speaker is going to be Dr. Simon Baron-Cohen, which we're so incredibly enthused to have as our keynote. He is from Cambridge University, and he wrote a book called The Pattern Seekers that he will be talking about during his time. This is the book that he wrote, so you can look it up and read it. You'd love to hear everything that he has to say. He's incredible. And we also have our chairman of the conference, Dr. Allison Moultrie. He runs the largest lab at the Sanford Consortium for Regenerative Medicine, where we usually host this in person in the past, where he is incredible, has a huge, originally from Brazil, and has a huge following there. So this is going to be a global conference. This is free to attend. So this is why I want to let you know. You can share it with anybody who's interested in neuroscience or autism, and autism at work specifically, since we all have a whole panel on that, and our Living Autistically panel as well, which I know Jeff was a past participant of, and he did an amazing job on our Living Autistically panel. And we are having the same type of format for this year. So it's going to be our biggest and best. So you can register online at our website, or you can reach out to me too, and I can send you the Google form link. And before we leave, I just wanted to let everyone know, we kind of go over the financials just so you have a better, we're transparent about what it takes to run this organization, this foundation, every single day and every month. So what does it cost monthly to run HPF and keep our doors open? This includes myself, I'm the only full-time staff, as well as Santana is the 0.5, she's part-time. We also have our rent that we pay for our HPF vault is what we call it. I love it. It's our storage unit / office space. And then we also have insurance, and then all of our 20 free programs and services. And now that we're going back in person as well, that also means more costs. So how much does it take to run Autism Tree? It costs $15,000 to $20,000 a month. So we're going to be closer to the $20,000 a month to run HPF during the COVID-19 pandemic. But now that we're going back in person and doing more in-person events, it's going to be a lot more costly. So we just appreciate everyone who supported us through this entire time. This is our operating budget. I need to update this because we are now at 35% of our operating budget for 2021 at around $120,000. So, but we definitely need help to sustain Autism Tree through next year as well. So if you have any questions about if you are inspired to do any fundraising for us, people do birthday fundraisers on Facebook or any of those ideas, feel free to reach out to me, and we'd love to have your support. So that's it. Does anybody have any questions for me about our events? Go ahead, Jeff.
Don't forget also, Rebecca, that I'll be coming out in September for the boys end of summer event.
Yeah.
So.
Good memory, yes. So we will be having, I also partnered with TVIA, which is Teen Volunteers in Action, and Boys Team Charity, to do several different events. And one of those, so you saw all of our girls events that we have with Madcaps and NCL. We're going to be doing boys events in September with those volunteer organizations. And Jeff is going to be my right hand for the September 11th one, which I'm really excited for. So thank you, Jeff. Jeff's all the way in Massachusetts, everyone. So he is flying out to be with us, and we're just so grateful.
My pleasure.
Right, Sue, you have your hand raised. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I have a question for the end of summer activities. So I know you were asking for more volunteers, but we were going to have the moms be a part of that too, so they can help check everybody in.
Perfect. Beautiful. I love it.
Mothers and daughters with that too. So should I have should I tell you how many people once we finally get it? I sent the email out, so we've got a great response so far. So it's really cool. So we'll add the parents to kind of check people in and the kids also. Sound
Beautiful.
good?
That's perfect. Thank you,
Really
Sue.
excited about it. And another thing I was going to do, and I can talk to you about it on the side, is I want to send out more of these opportunities to the girls just regularly too. You know, have our main event, but also just they can pick and choose, right? And what they want to volunteer to. Sound good?
Absolutely. Sounds great. Thank you.
Awesome. My pleasure.
And I see Krista's here. Hi, Krista. It's so good to see you.
So your same thing, anything you want me to send out to the NCL girls, let me know. And if they want help with the sibling group, of course, let me know if they have questions. And whatever, yeah, we're kind of up and going. Whatever you guys need, we're in.
Oh, thank you, Krista. So everyone, Krista is one of our NCL mom liaisons. She's also
Yeah.
an HPF mom, so she does both, and she's a
Yeah.
rock star. And
Yeah.
yeah, I would love to have Kira. I don't know what she's up to, but she's welcome to like come to our sibling group and like help. I would love to have her speak with Santana, and I think that would be a really fun connection if she's
And
willing.
just what helped and what didn't and what ages and all that. Yeah, anything they need, anything she needs to know, let us know because I'm just glad someone's doing it. So I'm glad it's going on still, because I kind of dropped the ball there. But yeah, happy. So yeah, anything that you guys do, there's so many good programs and so much, I get overwhelmed listening to it. So just let me know what you want me to put on NCL too, because I put a few things, and I'm good if we can't get volunteers, no worry for our mandala thing. I'll take all the pictures. I've got tents and setups and just whatever paperwork you need, let me know. But otherwise, I'm good. Like we got it kind of under control.
You are a rock star. I love everybody is just so happy and willing to like step up and just do whatever it takes to make these happen.
I didn't even know you guys were coming. So I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. Like take that one off, especially the day after the beach. It's gonna be a lot. But and we can come to that too. And I have to say the adaptive dance class Kaya did for the first time, so fun. So cute. She's amazing. Yeah, Kaya was almost had a heart attack. The girl leading it is a Disney princess. She's Belle at Disneyland. I thought Kaya was like, that was it. She was in awe and like couldn't believe her good fortune. that was a thing. So if anyone wants to do that, it's fantastic. So super fun. We're in.
I'm so glad you said that. Danny is her name, is the teacher at Tap Fever Studio.
Oh,
I did not know that she was a Disney princess. That's fun.
Oh yeah, Belle, and so I think sometimes Cinderella. But yeah, so you can imagine our ATBF girls are like, what? Fantastic. So yeah, and she's wonderful with the girls. So and Kaya made a new friend, her and Kalia. They've met at art camp last year, but now they're gonna start doing things. So we're gonna get together and have some hangouts, I guess. We're not allowed to say play date anymore at 14. So yeah, totally worth coming to activities and everything. So let us.
I'm so glad you came, Krista, and you tuned in today. This was awesome. Well,
yeah, I'm good. More present. I'm sorry, I've been kind of, gone for a few years, but I'm back.
As is the natural flow of life. We've all gone through it. People cycle through Autism Tree and they come back, and it's
yeah.
As long as they come back and say hi and check in, I just love it. We're a big family here,
No, exactly.
Well, I'd love to take a group picture of everyone before we go. So
And my
now is the time everybody's got their camera on. We're good.
Okay.
Ready? I'll do a countdown. 1, 2, 3. Cheese.